Despite the closure of gyms, the Marion Jones track, and the banning of most sporting activities, Team Belize was still able to bring home 11 medals from the Central American Senior Championship. This year's competition was slated to take place in June, but was postponed due to the pandemic. Still, the athletes were mentally prepared despite the major changes in procedures.
There was no fans. That's one. Two, there were only one athlete per country per event. So usually there's two athletes per event, but there's only one. So you had to wear your mask all the time except the start and the end of your event. We had to distance, social distance, even in the bleachers when you're not participating. So every single protocol was put in place, and the athletes felt comfortable, and so they did what they did. Physically, it wasn't as expected, and I think other countries could have said the same. With the limited time to train using the track, there was no access to gyms. But the athletes, these are senior athletes. These are people that know what to do and when to do it. And so we relied on that to take us over the hurdle. So they had to do what they needed to do at home. Times when they could get at the track for a couple of hours, they did what they had to do. So we expected to do good. We didn't expect to do as good as we normally did, but at the end of the day, we came home with 11 medals, and that is very good for us.
And with those challenges, Team Belize still won 2 gold, 4 silver, and 5 bronze medals. The athletes described how challenging it was for them to train with limited time and resources.
This journey specifically was kind of rough because of the pandemic. However, we still managed to get our workout in, and we performed the best that we could. I did over there hurdles, triple jump, and the relay, and I placed for for 3 of them. We didn't really had access to the gym. We hardly had access to the track because it was closed for a while. But our coach sent us stuff to do, and we usually do road run. We were in general prep that time, so we were still getting our workout in.
I competed in the 200-meter race, the individual event, and the team event for about 100-meter relay. Training-wise, it was difficult from the jump. A lot of postponements with the meet, a lot of uncertainty as to whether we would compete or not, coupled with the fact that gyms have been closed for like 3 months, and for us, it's pretty much crucial for our development, no matter what sort of experience you might have. We also went through the recent floods, the heavy rains that hit us. We lost about 3 weeks of work, so that impacted a lot. So COVID has definitely done a number on us. So we really just had to go in with whatever we had, with the time we had.
And while a pandemic, flooding, and limited resources already made things far tougher than usual, the athletes also had issues with their flight.
I competed in the long jump and the 4x100 meters relay. The challenges that we had to face were while we were going, we had like a 17 hours, like between 14 to 17 hours layover. And so in El Salvador, so we had to stay there. We had to sleep in the airport. We couldn't leave the airport because of, the quarantine measures for COVID and all of that. So we had to stay in the airport. And so by the time we got to Costa Rica, everybody was tired, and the competition started the day after. So we didn't really get the amount of rest that we needed. And so it's like we went into the competition feeling a bit tired.
And what's the feeling now coming back, knowing that you guys still performed exceptionally well?
Man, I can say we have talent. We do have talent. Actually, we could have done better, but of course, because of the COVID measures and all those things, the quarantine and all of that, that was a bit difficult for us, but we came through. So hopefully next season would be much better.
Courtney Menzies, 7 News.